Hello everyone, welcome back to Jent Watches, and today we are going to be watching some One Piece. This will be episode 46 and 47 of the series. I have to admit straight away that you know how generally I try to avoid the titles of episodes as best I can? Today I saw the thumbnail and most of the title of the episode of 46. I haven't seen 47's title or thumbnail, but I did see 46. It's really hard, you know, because I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, and to watch the next episode, you need to click like the play next button, and when you click play next, it shows you the thumbnail, the number, the title of the episode, like it shows you all of that, and it's really hard to avoid. Generally what I do is I like really close my eyes as I'm clicking play next, and I cover physically with my hand like the title and stuff. Just I really am trying to like not spoil myself. But it's hard. It's really hard. I know if some people are watching it in less than legit means, you know, then you might have, you might be able to avoid it much easier because your file names probably aren't the titles of the episodes. And even if you're watching it in legit means, sometimes you can just click play next and it's fine. But for me, I go back to old episodes to get thumbnails and do other stuff. So I actually have to click on the right episode to continue watching. It's so frustrating. But anyway, we're going to be watching this episode of One Piece. Please, these two episodes of One Piece. Please make sure to show the video some love if you want these One Piece reactions to keep going, you know, eternally. They need to keep doing well, or at least doing well enough that I can justify making these videos. So please make sure to support the videos if you enjoy them. Like it, comment on it, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff really helps me out. And if you want to give me financial support and really show your love for the series and watch full-length reactions and early access, you can go to my Patreon account. We've got the next probably 4 episodes on there right now, so go check it out. Anyway, let's get into this episode of One Piece. Here we go. Oh, that's gonna be heavy. Oh, this is the life. I can't imagine, like, she's lived her whole life under someone else's thumb. That's so funny. And so real. That's how being a simp is. What is that, soup? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, this is cool. Buggy! I mean, Buggy, I think you guys probably knew, was probably my least favorite villain out of... Damn! But I'm still glad to see him again. I forgot he looked like this. This look actually kind of fits his character more, though. Oh my god. Yeah, pirates are stubborn, as he said. Oh, da, ba ba ba. Hey. Oh my god. Wait. This poor creature. But I guess, you know, you are hungry, so you're hunting. And now you're being hunted. Lore of the jungle. Why would he just stand on that patch? What's the point of the knife if you're just gonna eat him whole? Oh, there's Buggy. I like the jet sound. That's cool. Is this the island with the treasure chest, dude? Yeah. Yeah, it's this island. Yeah, he's a weird guy. He's very strange. This is a fight I never, ever, ever would have expected. Oh my god. Oh. Ow. Are these two gonna get along? Wow, they're getting along. It wasn't a fight I expected, and now it's not a friendship I would have expected. Well, he did land on a different island and immediately tried to get an animal, so it wasn't a terrible judgment of character. Is he gonna become one of Buggy's pirates? If Buggy ever comes back as a villain again? Although he seems a little weak to be a serious villain later. Okay, maybe not. You'd be wrong about that. This is gonna be the same. That's funny that they're both talking about the same guy and talking about how there's such all kinds of kids out there. Oh my god. What if he just died immediately out in the water? Oh my god! Oh! Damn! Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just smoke. I thought it was like milk streaming out of his head. Hello. Hold on, that looks like the Michael Jackson woman. You know, the one that Kobe was with. She just looks like she's dressed the same, but obviously way skinnier. Looking for Luffy. Oh, I'm glad she has that photo. That makes me happy. Okay, so I just went on to Netflix. Look, I didn't want to spoil myself on anything, right? So I didn't want to Google this, but instead I went on to Netflix and watched the first, or not watched, but opened up the first episode of One Piece, just so that I could get a picture of what the woman looks like in the first episode. So let me just quickly look. You know, I obviously don't want to spoil myself by giving away a twist, but if I predict the twist, that's alright. So now looking at the character that we just met, I'm just waiting for it to pop up on my screen because my Crunchyroll does this weird thing where after I'm finished watching an episode, I can no longer like go through the timeline until I refresh the page. It's really frustrating. So I gotta refresh the page now. But I'm thinking like immediately that woman sort of, I think we saw her at the end of last episode, and I was like, oh, a woman villain. But I immediately thought she gave me the vibe. And in fact, I mean, if we're comparing these two, they've got the exact same hat. So and you know, same hair color and the heavy lipstick, and I'm assuming the voice actor, but I can't really remember the voice actor. But if that's the case, then I think I just saw that coming. Now I don't know how obvious they wanted to make that. I feel like they expect about 70% of people to pick up on that, when they first see her, or at least at this point when they see her. Because I mean, yeah, some people would probably recognize the voice actress. I don't. Part of the reason is because I, watched episode 1 ages ago. And part of the reason is because I actually have, since watching that, I've watched the first, 10 or so episodes of One Piece in English. And so I actually probably remember the English dub actress more than I remember the Japanese actress. But yeah, I think that's her. I can't remember, what's her name? Like Alvida or something? I'm sure they say it in the episode very soon after this. Alvida-sama. Yep, Alvida. So yeah, I mean, look, that hat is iconic. They kind of accidentally designed that hat, so I assume that's Alvida. So I can't remember what happened to her at the end. What did happen to her? Did they just blow her away? Let me just speed through a little bit. Or did they just like run? Pistol. He does the gum pistol. He whips her. She goes flying. Oh yeah, she goes like flying into the water, doesn't she? And then that's the last we see of her. So yeah, so she's just probably still around, and that's probably her. She's lost a lot of weight. Good for her, honestly. That's very good for her. Instantly makes her turn from like a cartoonish looking villain to a pretty cool and intimidating villain, I would say. Like it's just like the design with like, how much, weight she had, like made her whole body shape like very round, and that is like a classic like, cartoonishly evil villain look. But this is like a, composed, interesting villain look. So I'm curious to see where they take this if we have Buggy and Alvida teaming up. Now, I have to say about the rest of the episode, it's kind of unfortunate. It's like they put a list together of the things that I didn't like in One Piece and tried to put them in one episode. Because I didn't like that episode very much on the island with all the hybrid animals. I just I didn't really care about the guy in the chest very much, and I thought it was a weird little side mission that didn't really have much bearing on the story. And I thought, the whole like, oh, there's a treasure there, and then there wasn't a treasure there. Like it didn't surprise me at all. So I didn't get much out of that episode. It didn't tell me anything new. So it's one of my least favorite episodes of One Piece. And they did a sequel to that episode, but this time with the main character not being Luffy, but Buggy, my least favorite villain in the series. So that's unfortunate. And then I would say Alvida is probably my second least favorite villain, and she came with him as well. But the good thing is Alvida looks more interesting now. So now I'm gonna be very embarrassed if this is not Alvida. I mean, it could be like her sister or something. But I just feel like that the hat and the look is too iconic that like there's no way that Oda accidentally designed, or like purposefully, I guess you could have, but designed two characters that look almost identical like that. And there's got to be a reason she's looking for Luffy. But yeah, anyway, it's just a shame that they put like my least favorite elements into an episode. Like I didn't really want an episode about Buggy, and I didn't want to go back to that island, and we did both of those things in this episode. So yeah, kind of most of the episode was uninteresting, but they sort of brought it back at the end. I did like that final scene. I thought that was kind of interesting. I also like seeing Nami happy. Nami, it's just so nice to see her happy, I've been looking forward to that since halfway through the Arlong Park arc. I was saying, like, I just can't wait to see her happy again. And now I am, and it's so nice. It is so nice. So, yeah, let's just move right on to the next episode. And yeah, I knew this episode was going to be about Buggy, because as I said, I'd seen the thumbnail and the title. So I didn't set my expectations super high for that episode. So yeah, we're going to move on to episode 47 now of One Piece. So let's just jump right into it. Here we go. Oh, can I do a Rubik's Cube before the recaps finish? Probably not. No, I didn't do it. Damn it. I mean, that was a very short recap, so there was no way I would have been able to do that. I'm not that fast at Rubik's Cubes, unfortunately. It'll take me a good, like, almost 2 minutes to do one, generally. Are we still gonna be following Buggy? Is he the new main character? I barely remember his crew. This guy was cool, the guy on the unicycle. That guy I like. I don't like the beast guy very much. That's interesting seeing how the pirates reacted after the battle. Like, that's an interesting thing to see, I guess. Surely you have a bed, Zoro. You've never had a headache? Wow. Yeah, I'd be talking about her. It's nice that they have some form of loyalty to him. That's more than I can say for like Kuro's men, you know? Already having interfighting. I guess it would make sense for the vice captain to... Oh my gosh. I mean, if Mochi's not using a beast, then surely Mochi loses this. Whoa! What the heck is this name? That special move name. Whoa! That's a cool effect. Oh. Damn. I mean, not a bad fist fight animation for the One Piece universe. These early days. Oh my god, it's still going? Damn! And they're like making hits as well, like this is a long time for it to be going for them striking as much as they are. They're gonna knock each other out. Oh! The lion wants to be captain. Richie. Okay, but you can't just come in when they're exhausted from fighting so much and finish them off. I'm sure anyone could have taken them out at that point. They were exhausted. Oh my god. What's going on here? Natives to the island? Bear Claw tribe. It's my first day. It's my first day. I like the drum build up, it's cool. Oh, owned. Gonna be reunited? Aww. That's kind of cute. Food connoisseurs, are they going to be cooking up the lion? Richie? Yeah. Oh, wait, all of them. Not just the lion, but humans too. Oh. Damn! Getting beaten up by Waldo. Damn. Okay, he's gonna go back to looking normal. This is like a magical girl transformation sequence. Oh, he definitely actually does look better in his normal state. Damn. And they don't know his weakness is just punching him in the balls. Is this a reveal? You don't know her name. Are they still holding it off? Are they trying to keep it as a twist? I don't think so. They wouldn't have the iconic hat if they. I think they just know that we know. They know that we know it's Alvida. Yeah, damn right. Damn, we're here. The beginning and end? The beginning and end? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so clearly what they're doing is like there's some travel time between Luffy and the gang where they were and Luffy and the gang where they're going. So there's some time in there where they want to, you know, put in some other stuff so that it's not just like they just appear at Gold Roger's town. Like there's some buffer in there, and they use that time to explore Buggy a little bit more and his crew and the relationship with his crew, and set up this probably new crew now that will probably come back later in the future. I'm sure that's gonna pay off. So I'm not mad or sad really that they spent these episodes building that up, because you know it's as a writer myself, I understand sometimes there's you gotta get people through some stuff that initially they don't think they want to see, and then eventually they'll be like, oh no, yeah, thank goodness that they did that whole setup bit or whatever. Because if there's characters that we already like, then there's no, like, if we just spend time only showing the characters we already like, then we're never gonna like any new characters and it's gonna get dull. But if you instead take characters that we don't like as much, or do like but only a little bit, or like but only got a small amount of screen time, if you take those and give them some spotlight for a while, then you know you can build up new characters that we might like and build a relationship with a lot of different characters everywhere, and then eventually you'll have something, you know, massive. I do think that's very important for a show to do. I'm a fan of, like, you know, lots of sort of ensemble stuff. Like Haikyuu. Haikyuu is like probably like one of my favorite anime of all time, if not my favorite. I think I would say at this current time it's my favorite anime of all time. And that show does that really well. Like, we already like, you know, Hinata and Kageyama by you know, by half the half of the first season or whatever. It starts focusing on other people. Sometimes you're watching the game and it does flashbacks to the other team. Not sometimes, every single game it does flashbacks for the other team, the people we just met and maybe kind of don't like because they're like the guys we're going against. It shows flashbacks, it shows these like other things. The character arcs are generally for not the main characters, they're for other characters in the show. The main characters' character arcs are more overarching over the entire show, but in the inner episode character arcs are generally these characters that we aren't as familiar with. And they do it to perfection. In that, like, now, I mean, every single episode, you're getting attached to new characters, and every game, like, you end and you're like happy for the winners and sad for the losers, and you get this huge welling of emotions where, like, every time they cut the camera to a different angle, you're feeling a different emotion because you see this angle of them all being so happy and you're like, yes, this is awesome, I love seeing them like this, and then it like pans and you see the team who lost and you go, oh, but I'm so upset for them, like they didn't get to do what they wanted to do and stuff. So Haikyuu does it to perfection. MHA does it pretty well as well. Like, MHA's got a pretty good ensemble, and I do like the way that they focus on on different characters as well. I do think, I mean, MHA, like the further it's gone on, the more they've sort of sidelined a lot of the characters, and so in some ways it's sometimes detrimental, you know, like characters like Uraraka, who's one of my favorite characters, like in the show, like probably top 2 characters in the show. She, like, you know, in the later seasons isn't really doing much, which is part of her character arc as well, that she feels useless because she's not doing much. So I appreciate that that's at least in there. But yeah, that's kind of the bad thing about that. So anyway, the point of me saying all this is that I understand why One Piece is doing that. And now I have justified all of my understanding of what the episode was doing, so that I can say I still didn't really like watching it. I didn't hate it. I didn't have a bad time, and there was parts of it that I really liked. But yeah, I'm like, if I was to rewatch One Piece, these would be episodes I would skip. Like, I don't need to see Buggy and Buggy's crew very much. I don't really care about them. And so yeah, that's my whole opinion on the situation. I'm not really a very negative guy generally, you know, like I don't like talking about what I don't like in TV shows. I think you'll find I tend to ramble when I don't really like something very much, because it makes me uncomfortable to express negativity towards something that I like, because not only do I like it, and I don't want I don't want to not like it, but also I feel like the internet and the world is just chock full of negativity, and I hate it, and it makes me upset. And when I really like something, like if I was, like for example, if I was to really like these 2 episodes of One Piece, and then I was to watch videos of people saying that they didn't like it either, it would bum me out. And I don't want to bum other people out, you know? Like it's not my fault if I, you know, don't really care for the episode, but at the same time, I'd rather just talk about the bits that I did like. But like the bits that I do like, I like Alvida now, which I didn't think I'd be saying. I'm gonna be calling her Alvida until the show proves me wrong and says she's not, because I feel like not only is her design the exact same, but they're also avoiding saying her name. So I think that kind of gives it away as well. The fact that it's like, okay, why would they not be telling us her name? It must be a name we've heard before. But I think it's very interesting that they're doing that. I really truly wonder how much do they expect people to not know it's her? I mean, if you think about it, this is episode what, 47? So for the people watching this week by week, if this show was going all year round, I don't know when how much they show One Piece, but let's just say it's going all year round, it would have been like a year ago that people watched the Alvida episode. And so it's very possible a huge portion of people don't recognize her. So I wonder, I guess maybe in the comments, let me know if you personally, and this is kind of hard to remember, I think, for most people, if you personally recognized her when you first saw her. I think a lot of people sometimes think that they knew a twist to a TV show because they've rewatched the show a bunch and they know it now, and they just assume they must have known it then. So I assume this is going to be a difficult question to answer, but if you know, did you know that was Alvida? And also, I guess, do other YouTubers know? I don't watch other One Piece reaction YouTubers. Did other YouTubers know that was her? And I guess, I want to say maybe don't answer it, because that would reveal if it was her or not. But I think maybe by the time that this video comes out, I'll probably already I have watched the other one, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever. Anyway, those were the episodes 46 and 47. I wonder if this video is going to be shorter than the others. I feel like there's going to be a lot cut out because I don't think I reacted very well, so apologies for that. But thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to support the video, like, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos, and also just to support me and support the channel and make these videos easier to make for me. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.